How's it going, you wonderful people? It's Jay, and in today's video we're going to be looking at 10 timeless, incredible Wii games that we think should be brought back on Nintendo Switch. So, let's do this. With Nintendo bringing out Zelda Skyward Sword, and now Sega bringing out Sonic Colors onto Switch, it got me thinking, there are so many incredible Wii games that we could just upscale them, expand them, maybe make a little sequel, and bring these classic Wii games onto Switch. And in today's video we're going to look at just a few of them that we think need to be back on the Switch. The Wii is one of Nintendo's best-selling consoles of all time. It transformed the living room, and it was all thanks to a simple game that changed the way we interact with gaming forever. Tennis, bowling, boxing, baseball and golf. Classic sports with motion controls. It sounds like such a standard thing these days, but Wii Sport was revolutionary for its time. Being able to frantically whack a Wii remote around during tennis or punch the living daylights out of your sibling's Mii was a truly satisfying feeling. With training mode challenges and a super fun bowling mode, Wii Sports is still one of the best Wii games out there. With the improved tech inside the Switch Joy-Con, could we even get a Wii Sports port with improved motion control, or maybe even a Switch Sports spiritual successor? The adorable power gobbling hero has gotten around. Kirby has been battling baddies across the dreamland for decades, but he took a unique spin on the Wii with Kirby's epic yarn. Still super cute, the game took the already adorable Kirby and wove a gorgeous new world to explore. Transformed into heaps of yarn, Kirby and his new buddy Prince Fluff head across an incredibly colourful and vibrant patchwork world. It's so different to your standard Kirby game, with our hero able to transform into objects like submarines and cars, transverse charming levels and face familiar baddies. The Wii had a lot of games. A lot of them were iconic, and a lot of them were a bargain bill shovelware. Name a genre and the Wii probably had something you could squeeze into that little box. One of the things the Wii sadly lacked though was fighting games. Many wrestling games, but nothing classic in terms of fighting. This is where Tatsunoko vs Capcom Ultimate AllStars comes into play, perhaps the most unlikely mashup of interesting anime characters using the pixel-perfect Capcom fighting framework. Super sharp, stylized 3D models fighting it out on a 2D plane. The game is absolutely ferocious, it's action-packed, it's just full of character. It's got a lot of unfamiliar faces that you come to love on this battle stage. A truly lost Wii gem that deserves a Switch comeback. Whenever we talk about games we want to see on Switch, WarioWare always makes the cut. Always WarioWare. Ask anyone that's owned a Wii or a DS console and the quirky minigame marathon usually tops the bill for most requested. It's about time Nintendo bring back the WarioWare series with support for both Joy-Con and traditional button games, online multiplayer and even a leaderboard mode. It would be amazing. Count us in. The Switch has a lot of story-heavy, deep games, but oddly, it does lack the quick minigame runs, and the Wario and his quirky friends would be perfect to fill the gap. Swords and guns at the ready, the Wii had its fair share of shooting games, but it didn't quite have a heavy hitter like Microsoft did with Halo on the Xbox. This is where Ubisoft stepped in and tried to fill the gap with something fresh. Red Steel was brought in to demonstrate the power of the Wii remote. Not just a little thing to play tennis with, but a little sharpshooter and a sword wielder at the same time. The follow-up to Red Steel was brought out fairly late into the Wii's lifespan, but just was brimming with character. Cel-shaded, blended art influences and just mental over-the-top action. There are a lot of classic games that are unfortunately forever lost on the Wii, and one of these classics is Zack Wiki Quest for Barbados's Treasure, an adventure game that's featuring a pirate and his monkey friend. No, it's not quite One Piece, but it's full of character and heart. Using the Wii remote, guide Zack around set pieces and try to uncover a path to the treasure chest. It sounds simple, but you use the Wii remote to interact with the environment, and it is a super challenging game. And what's so interesting is how it gives you a score on how creative you were to getting to the treasure, and how fast as well. This long lost Wii treasure definitely needs to make a Switch comeback. This game has not aged a day. I played Link's Crossbow training for the first time in years on a stream recently, and the game is such a random gem in the Wii's catalogue. Brought out to promote the Wii Zapper, it saw Link wander across gorgeous locations in the Twilight Princess Hyrule to shoot down targets, whether it be minions, creepy chicken people or actual targets. Can't say no to an action-packed romp across Hyrule, especially locations in the Twilight Princess realm. With the pixel-perfect precise Joy-Con tech, it would be awesome to see this game return once more. Mario fans have been absolutely spoiled on Switch. We have had a ton of different adventures across the Mushroom Kingdom, but one that's missing is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Whilst I always loved the first Galaxy game, there is still a lot of love for its successor. Whilst it perhaps wasn't as epic as the original, the sequel was packed to the brim with awesome new levels, power-ups, and a big sense of space. Sadly, it seems like Galaxy 2 is the more neglected game out of the pair, but it has a super dedicated fanbase. Now that Super Mario 3D AllStars is being phased out, perhaps there's room for Super Mario Galaxy 2 on Switch, or maybe even a double Galaxy bundle. It may seem odd seeing Mario Kart Wii on the list when we already have the excellent Mario Kart 8 Deluxe drifting onto the Switch, but looking back at the classic tracks I'd love to see as DLC recently, most of them are from this Wii game. From the super charming Coconut Mall to the lush Maple Treeway, Mario Kart Wii was the perfect karting experience. It's probably unlikely that Nintendo will just bring back this game onto the Switch, but having this game as part of maybe a set of Wii ports would be a sweet, sweet move. Even with the option to play online officially again would be amazing. Pew 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 pew! Sin and Punishment is one of those classic Nintendo names that's buried in the archives. First released on the Nintendo 64, the sequel landed on Wii and brought with it an insane on-rails action and a very intriguing story. Multiple planet Earths, multiple dimensions, and freakish monsters. It's perfect, absolutely perfect for the online on-rails experience. Sometimes all you want to do is just strap in and fire. The Switch is definitely in need of these kind of classic on-rails games, and Sin and Punishment would be amazing to see on the Switch. So what do you think? Do you think these Wii games deserve a second chance on Switch? Should we bring out sequels? Should we just upscale them into HD? Let us know with a comment, and let us know which Wii games you would like to see on Switch as well. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more geeky and Nintendo videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And before you move on to the next video, be sure to check out our exclusive merch, Geeky and gaming fan designs voted for by you. A big thank you for all your support. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.